If they want to evolve from there, we help them to do it at a certain extent. Technology, new material invention, some disruption are happening.
To start off, could you tell us a bit about your journey as an investor and what drew you into the world of startups?
My name is Jatin Kataria. My journey started with startup ecosystem in 2009. So I was working with European organization, managing open innovation for bigger organization, doing global summits and leading it. And that's how I accidentally came into this ecosystem. Cutting story short, right now we are a multi-family office managers. We do corporate and SME innovation. So our client thesis become our thesis for investments as well. So we work across all sector, we work across all the stages as well based on the thesis of the client. And we also have our own venture studio where we help companies to scale. And there also we take them on larger gigs.
What's one thing you look for in a founder beyond the pitch deck and the numbers that tells you this person will make it?
Generally, we give 1%. Let me just correct it. We give first percentage on the idea and concept. Then we eventually focus corely on whether that founding team is a founder problem or founder solution fit or not. So if I'm solving a problem of poverty, but I was not poor or I am not poor, I'm not the right founder problem fit. So we generally tell people that you need to make a dream team, which can be founder problem, founder solution fit. And eventually when the venture goes on the ground, you need to figure it out the problem solution fit. So problem is more important for us to take a decision. And then whether they have a product market fit coming in or not. So basically whatever startup is making and whoever is the customer and that customer is recommending another customer and they are recommending another customer, then they are able to achieve product market fit. And then naturally you can pivot and scale and change the business model as well. So then eventually growth profit or a scale profit fit. So we try to see the vision around it and also see that who are the people behind them, who are the mentors, who are the advisors. So wherever they are stuck, where they are going, in which places they are going. So we also try to check whether incubator accelerators are there. So founders have the right people to take the venture into the right direction and also whether they have right strategic partnerships or not. If they don't have it, if whatever their weaknesses are and that is our strength, that is also we align when we explore investment into startups.
How has your investment thesis evolved over the years? Are you backing ideas, people, or timing?
It's constantly evolving. I guess it's all about building clarity on the strength of us and even strength of our family office clients as well. So we always believe in doing strategic investment into ventures, whether us or other clients. And then from there, it's about, then we can always involve other angel investors or other people who can co-invest with them. And then since last few years, people are actively shifting from a venture studio model as well. So rather than just investment, then strategic investment, and then now venture studio and venture studio fund. And now playing a role of a venture studio as well as playing a role of investment is actively happening. In fact, we launched 14 plus venture studios for our clients in last 5 years. So adding value, making them larger is becoming a center point for investment as well. Anything in retail that happens parallelly, but core thing is about doing a strategic involvement and helping ventures to grow, helping ventures to be profitable. That is how the thesis has evolved over the period of time.
What's a red flag that instantly makes you step back from a startup, no matter how promising it looks?
If their accounts are not clear, generally that's where the due diligence comes in picture. That's why they get rejected. If it is in idea stage, due diligence doesn't matter, but somebody doing a genuine practice, legit accounting, being compliant, that's a more important for us. And they should have a very solid clarity on, where they want to put money, what will happen out of it. But when we see one founder running maybe 5 companies or somebody who is not compliant, that's a red flag immediately for us. If they want to evolve from there, we help them to do it at a certain extent, then we explore investment. But that's always a red flag for us.
In your experience, what separates startups that grow sustainably from those that fizzle out after early success?
Ventures and founders not having clarity on what they are doing and what they are looking to do, where the gap is, and also startups who don't do a playbook. So for example, if you want to go eat, then we go to restaurant, but when idea comes where to go, or when we grow and we want to scale, where to go, that startup generally doesn't know. So when they have that set of clarity on how to go ahead, that becomes much easier. And we also prefer that they have right set of mentors, especially subject matter. business and strategic mentor who can help them to grow. So wherever founder gets stuck, they should have somebody in their back to go back to, and they can take the decision making faster. And also somebody who can align with the right set of partner to take the product ahead. So somebody who is not focusing on sales, somebody who is not focusing on business, this generally fizzle by default. And otherwise, somebody who is a business-centric focus, they'll always grow and they always evolve.
Which sectors or trends in India excite you the most right now, and why?
Venture Studio is very much exciting for us. And we call it a sector as well because all the mainstream people who did 50, 100, 200, 300, 500 crore turnovers, when they come into that sector, the scale of the business go very, very nice. And obviously, what are the trends are happening around deep tech and all. But beyond that, what is exciting for us as well is patented technology, new material invention, some disruption are happening, even hardware as well. So beyond software, there is a lot drift happening, at least from our side, around physical hardware products, some patented products as well, some new invention too. That is where the focus point is also moving.
How do you see the Indian startup ecosystem evolving in the next 5 years, especially with increasing government and global interest?
I guess, so we work with governments and funds and accelerator across 20 plus countries. By seeing that, I'm saying India is a center focus for everybody. So this is a very solid time right now. And with time to come, I guess more mainstream people will start involving themselves around startup ecosystem as well. And they'll start themselves becoming a startup as well. So in the government support definition, 100 crore and less is where they are supporting. From a global definition, there is no scale and there is no bar. So it's about taking the business ahead, scaling it, solving problem, making impact, then eventually creating revenue. But I guess the more shift is happening toward a wealth creation as well. So wealth through business and wealth through wealth. These two are very active things that I'm seeing with time to come. And with a very proactive maturity that is happening. So as a country, as a region, we are becoming more mature in the startup ecosystem at large, how to utilize it, how to be bigger. But eventually it's about solving problems, creating impact, sell something and make something, and eventually either selling a company or raising money or taking the money back to your bank account as an entrepreneur by diluting the shares as well. So that entire shift that I am seeing happening as well. And I guess a lot of SMEs also start treating themselves as a startup. So startup is a way of doing business rather than the stage. And more scalable view will come with time. That's what I believe.
If you could give one piece of advice to first-time founders about raising funds, what would it be?
Please go and take help from people. Understand the playbook of fundraising, understand the language of fundraising, try to see a glance from a fundraising perspective. Have a mentor who can help you, who can guide you if you don't know how to do the fundraising. And I always say that never hesitate in asking anything from anyone. And I always say कि किसी से कोई चीज़ मांगो तो ऐसे मांगो कि जैसे अपने बाप की हो, और नहीं मिले तो सोच लेना वैसे भी कहा अपने बाप की थी. So as a startup, don't hesitate in reaching out to people. There are people who are happy to help. You just need to reach out with your challenges, your problem, open up, share more, ask, and then you will find solutions for sure. And there is an entire ecosystem existing which is now way mature compared to earlier years, and it is going to be more open and available with time. So feel free to reach out to people.
Okay. One last question. What kind of impact do you hope your investments will create, not just in business terms, but in shaping India's innovation landscape?
So that is already started, already happening. It's going to happen as well. So it's more about creating impact on the ground. So it's more about solving a problem rather than doing a business. So if center point is solving a problem and then you're building a solution and then you're building a business and then you're creating a wealth, that is how it should be. That is where it will create more and more impact on the ground as well. And I guess we now actively focusing on Indian problems and then similar problems happening globally as well. That is very actively happening, which was happening other way around. And that's where the future is. And that's a lot of impact and a lot of solution will happen from an India perspective. I'm sure our economy has moved to more than $4 trillion. We are accelerating our economy journey as well, and that's where innovation and startup ecosystem will play a very vital role for our country to grow. And whatever the vision that ministry has is fundamentally adding value to the country's economy, country's fundamental, country's growth, people's employment, overall lifestyle, and making our country best in the world. That is where we are heading very actively.
Great. That was, I think, very insightful. Thank you so